হ্যালো, শুভঙ্কর, আমার কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে? হ্যালো।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, শোনা যাচ্ছে? হ্যালো, হ্যাঁ স্যার, ভিজিবল।
দাঁড়াও, স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার। কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে?
একদম
হ্যাঁ
একদম।
হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে, শোনা যাচ্ছে।
শোনা যাচ্ছে তো?
শোনা যাচ্ছে।
শোনা যাচ্ছে, আমার কথাও শোনা যাচ্ছে তো?
আচ্ছা,
স্ক্রিন শেয়ার করুন স্যার।
হ্যালো,
একদম।
এই আমার কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে? হ্যালো,
ভালো স্যার,
করছি।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
আমার সাউন্ড আসছে?
হ্যাঁ
ওকে
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে।
ওকে ওকে।
এক মিনিট ওয়েট করো প্রিন্সিপাল স্যার, 1 মিনিট।
ঠিক আছে,
হ্যাঁ, শেয়ার হচ্ছে।
দাঁড়াও আমি নিজে একবার চেক করে নিই, 1 সেকেন্ড। রূপাঞ্জনা কি অনে থাকবে তো?
ডিএসসি ডিপার্টমেন্টের
না, রূপাঞ্জনা কি থাকবে তো, না বেরিয়ে যাবে?
আমি আছি।
আমি নিজে একবার চেক করে নিই।
আমাকে প্রবলেম না বললে আমি জানবো কি করে? এই ডিপার্টমেন্ট
কিন্তু এটা খুব স্লো আসছে ট্রান্সমিশন।
সবাই কনফারেন্স রুমে একটু যাবেন।
বলছি এখানে তো একজনকে থাকতে হবে ম্যাম। ম্যাম কনফারেন্স হলে একজন থাকতে হবে তো।
এখনো কাউকে জয়েন করিও না।
আমার আমি তো ফিরে আসছি।
শোনা গেল না, মিউট করে বলতে হচ্ছে।
কি ঠিক আছে তো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, একদম শোনা যাচ্ছে। আর পিপিটিটা স্যার একটু চেঞ্জ করুন। হ্যাঁ, পারফেক্ট পারফেক্ট পারফেক্ট।
স্ক্রিনটা
ওখানে গিয়ে আমি
থাকুক
কি
তাহলে,
করবো? আমি তো
স্ক্রিনটা
অপারেট
থাকুক।
করতে পারবো
আমি
না এদিক দিয়ে। আমি বসছি, এখানেই বসবো। চলে যাচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ স্যার বলুন, ঠিক আছে।
এসব স্যার সবাইকে একটু বলে দিন স্টুডেন্ট গ্রুপে শেয়ার করতে, জয়েন
হ্যাঁ, বলা
করার
আছে
জন্য।
তো, সবাইকে বলা আছে স্টুডেন্ট গ্রুপে শেয়ার করার জন্য।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। ইউটিউবটা চেক করবেন কিন্তু সাথে সাথে।
এই স্টুডেন্ট কি একটু পরে ঢোকাবে? হ্যালো হ্যালো হ্যালো।
হ্যালো,
হ্যাঁ, আমার কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে তো?
একদম একদম।
ঠিক আছে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
আপনার সাথে প্রিন্সিপাল স্যার তো ক্র্যাশ হচ্ছে না, তাই না? আপনার জন্য ক্লাসের জন্য নতুন লোক, আপনি কাজ করতে পারবেন না। বললেন যে আমাকে ঘরে পুরোপুরি মানে
এই ইন্দ্রজিৎ দা আছো?
হ্যাঁ বলো।
হ্যাঁ, বলছি ফার্স্ট ইয়ারের স্টুডেন্টরা তো লিঙ্কের থ্রুতেই জয়েন করবে।
হ্যাঁ, ওদের লিঙ্কও দিয়েছি, ইউটিউবও দিয়েছি।
আচ্ছা, ওদের লিঙ্কের থ্রু দিয়ে জয়েন করাবে তো?
হ্যাঁ, যে যাতে জয়েন করে করবে আর কি।
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, না কেউ মানে
ইউটিউবও
এখনো
দেওয়া
তো
হয়েছে।
আসেনি, সেই জন্য বলছি। কেউ জয়েন এখনো স্টুডেন্ট কিন্তু এখানে করেনি।
তো ওদেরকে লিখে দেবো
একবার
জয়েন
লিখে দাও। হ্যাঁ
গুগল
হ্যাঁ,
মিট
মানে
লিঙ্ক।
কিছু কিছু এখানে জয়েন
লিখে
করলে
দিচ্ছি
ভালো
দাঁড়াও।
হয়। হ্যাঁ, গুগল মিট লিঙ্ক জয়েন করার চেষ্টা করো, যদি না পারো তখন
হ্যাঁ,
ইউটিউবটা দেখবে, সেটাই হলো সুবিধা।
অত লিখতে যাবো না, স্টুডেন্টস আর রিকোয়েস্টেড টু জয়েন থ্রু ইউটিউব লিঙ্ক।
ইউটিউব লিঙ্ক না, জিমেল, মানে গুগল মিট। আমি গুগল
এই
মিট বলছি।
সরি, হ্যাঁ
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
হ্যাঁ।
ঠিক আছে। আর জয়েন করলে জয়েন করিয়ে নেবো তো?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, করিয়ে নাও।
নাম্বারটা ঘষে খালি ডেটের নাম্বারটা ঘষে ওই ফটো পাঠিয়েছি, 5টা পাঠিয়ে দিয়েছি। প্রত্যেক মাসে এটা হয়, একটু দেখে নিয়ে বলবো হ্যাকারের পাল্লায় পড়েছে।
Hello, Rupanjana ma'am. Hello. Hello.
You are audible, sir.
Yes, I'm audible. Rupanjana madam, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm present.
Yes. Okay. Can you start the session?
Just waiting for a student to join.
Okay.
Waiting for the moderator student actually.
Okay. So we will take one more
I
minute.
think it will take a few minutes. We have informed him to join.
Okay. So let's just wait for 2 minutes and then please start the session.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Hello, Saurabh, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, Saurabh, are you there? Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then, Somadita sir, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. We
The
can
student
start the
moderator is
session. Yes.
present.
Okay.
Yes, let's start the session.
Yes. Let's.
Saurabh, please start.
Hello, ma'am. May I start?
Please start, Saurabh.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. May I start?
Yes. You can.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. So, hello, everyone. Wish you a very good afternoon. Today, we are here to discuss on a topic that workshop on entrepreneurship skill, attitude, and behavior development organized by Techno Engineering College, Banipur Institutions Innovation Council. We all know that entrepreneurs play a key role in any economy, using the skills and initiative necessary to anticipate needs and bringing good new ideas to market. Entrepreneurship that proves to be successful in taking on the risks of creating a startup is rewarded with profits, fame, and continued growth opportunities. So, for better understanding what entrepreneurial skill is, we have our honorable guest today. I would like to call upon board Dr. Indrajit Sadhu Khan, our physics faculty from Humanity and Basic Science Department, also the Innovation Coordinator of Institutions Innovation Council, Techno Engineering College, Banipur. Over to you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Respected Principal Sir, my dear colleagues, students, and viewers. I am Indrajit, Faculty of Basic Science and Humanities in the Department of Physics. Today I will discuss about the theoretical and the practical aspects of entrepreneurship, skill,
Yes, sir.
attitude, and the behavior development. Are you thinking about setting up your own business? If your answer is yes, then you are not alone. The pandemic may have laid waste of industry, but it fueled an extraordinary surge in startups, new small business exploring new opportunities as an entrepreneur. Now, what is the meaning of the entrepreneur? The word entrepreneur originates from a 13th century French verb entreprendre, meaning to do something or to undertake. The meaning, the entrepreneur word itself has a meaning to do something or to undertake something. An entrepreneur is an individual who creates a new business bearing most of the risk and enjoying most of the rewards. The process of setting up a business is known as entrepreneurship. The entrepreneur is commonly seen as an innovator, a source of ideas, new ideas, goods, services, and business or procedures. Now, what is the role of the entrepreneur or the entrepreneurship? They play a key role in the economy, using the skills and initiative necessary to anticipate needs and bringing good new ideas to the market. It proves to be a successful in taking on the risk of creating a startup is rewarded with profits, fame, continued growth opportunities. Entrepreneurship that fails result in losses and less prevalence in the market for those involved. Now, what is the difference between the businessman and entrepreneur? It is a very common assumption that businessman and the entrepreneur are the same. Because the entrepreneur starts up their business from their the new ideas. But both words refer to a different individual processing a distinct approach to the business. Businessman follows a set path by some other person or with an unoriginal idea. Whereas an entrepreneur thinks and believes in making his own path with new ideas. In the future, an entrepreneur can become a businessman. However, between a businessman and entrepreneur, there is a thin line difference. Businessman is a market player, whereas the entrepreneur is a market leader. The firm faces stiff competition because many companies already exist in the market having the same business ideas. However, the risk factor is very less as the concept has been tried and tested by other existing companies. So the chance of the failure is low. But the hurdle is there to run the existing business or to do the sum of the setting up the new setup. Now, talking about the some entrepreneurs or the businessmen, before popular the word startup or the entrepreneur. Actually, we heard the word of the startup on the entrepreneur for the last few years. But before this type of the word, there are the so many pioneers, startup founder or the businessman even in India. I'm just discussing about the top 10 entrepreneurs. The one of them is the Dhirubhai Ambani. Everybody we know. He started out by selling traditional snacks to religious pilgrims, expanded and diversified into industries including telecommunications, power generation, information technology, consumer goods, and logistics. But what was his idea? He started out by selling traditional snacks to the pilgrims. Next, we may discuss about the G.R.D. Tata. Working for the family business Tata Group, he set out his owned and built Tata Airlines, Tata Motors, etc. By the time of the G.R.D. Tata's death, Tata owned nearly 100 different businesses. Also, we may talk about Narayana Murthy. He is an Indian entrepreneur, co-founded IT giant Infosys. Can you guess? He started his business with an only investment of the 10,000 rupees. Shiv Nadar. He was the founder of the ACL Infosystem in the 1976 with an investment of the few $1,000s. He started his company by selling calculators and the microcomputers. We may also discuss about the Lakshmi Mittal. He began his career working for his father's steel business. He later set out on his own, what is now one of the largest steel maker in the world, ArcelorMittal. G.R.D. Builder, another entrepreneur or businessman. He started his first company in the early 1900 operating a cotton and the textile mill. After that, Builder's business also included significant paper and the sugar production. Dilip Sangvi, he was the founder of the Sun Pharmaceutical, very famous pharmaceutical company. He started business with an only investment of the 10,000 rupees. Now, all we know about Azim Premji. Azim Premji is the former chair of the Wipro Industries, a diversified software and the technology company. But can you imagine? He started originally a manufacturer of the ghee or the vanaspati, dalda, refined oil, etc. So starting from the ghee, vanaspati or the dalda oil, he jumped into the software and the technology giant. We may also discuss about the M. Jagitani. Starting his first company while he was driving a taxi. His company eventually grew into the retail and the real estate giant landmark. We may also know that is the A. Godrej. Godrej, he was the co-founder of the Godrej Group, a diversified business and interest in real estate world, consumer products, security, household appliance, and the industrial tool. Because the household appliance, just like the almirah and the lock and the key, are the synonyms of the Godrej. But what does it take to be a successful entrepreneur? We may discuss some about the theoretical aspect. What are the personal characteristics of an entrepreneur? I'm also like to discuss about what are the entrepreneurial interpersonal skills, what are critical and creative thinking skills behind them, and what are the practical skills and the knowledge. Let us discuss one by one theoretical aspect. First, I would like to start from the personal characteristics of an entrepreneur. Ask yourself these questions. First one is optimism. Are you an optimistic thinker? Optimism is an asset and it will help you through the tough times. Do you have initiative for business improvement project? Are you self-motivated and energetic? Are you prepared to work hard for a very long time to realize your goals? Are you able to take risk and make decisions when facts are uncertain? Are you resilient so that you can pick yourself up when things do not go as planned? And you learn and grow from your mistakes and failure. Then I may discuss about the interpersonal skills of entrepreneurs. As an entrepreneur, you will likely have to work closely with others. So it's essential that you are able to build good relationships with your team, customers, suppliers, shareholders, investors, and other stakeholders. Some people are more gifted in this area than others, but you can learn and improve these type of the skills. Leadership and the motivation is one of the great aspects for this one. Can you lead and motivate others to follow you and deliver your vision? And are you able to delegate work to other people? The very important thing is about the communication skills. Are you skilled in all types of the communication? You need to be able to communicate well to sell your vision of the future to a wide variety of the audiences, including investors, potential clients, and the team members. Do you hear what others are telling you? Your ability to listen and absorb information and opinions can make or break you as an entrepreneur. Do you have the good people skills? Are you self-aware, good at regulating your emotions, and able to respond positively to feedback or criticism? Negotiation is another important task. Are you a strong negotiator? Not only do you need to negotiate favorable prices, but You will also need to resolve differences between people in a positive, mutually beneficial way. Do you deal with people based on respect, integrity, fairness, and trust? Can you lead ethically? Next, I would like to discuss about the critical and creative thinking skills for the entrepreneurs. As an entrepreneur, you need to come up with fresh ideas and make good decisions about opportunities and potential project. Creative thinking is the foremost important thing. Are you able to see situations from the variety of the perspectives to generate original ideas? For the problem solving skill, you will need sound strategies for solving business problems that will inevitably arise. Tools such as cause and effect analysis and the 5 why technique, etc. Now, what are the 5 why techniques? The first one is what is going on, when did it happen, where did it happen, who found the problem. These are the 4. And finally, write your problem statement on the whiteboard. These 5 are the very important technique. What is going on, when did it happen, where did it happen, who found the problem, and finally write all these things on a whiteboard. Now, recognizing opportunities. What is it? Do you recognize opportunities when they present themselves? Can you spot a trend? And are you able to create a workable plan to take advantage of the opportunities, your identity? Now, from the theoretical perspective, come to the practical entrepreneurial skills and the knowledge. Entrepreneurs also need solid practical skills and knowledge to produce goods or services effectively and to run a company. The first foremost important thing is that goal setting. It should be the SMART. Setting your the SMART goals means it should be the specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and the time bound. This one is the very important type of the thing. Always set a SMART, achievable goal. Planning is an very essential part for setting up the new ideas. Do you have the talents, skills, abilities necessary to achieve your goals? Can you coordinate people to achieve this efficiently and effectively? Decision making is another important thing. Your business decisions should be based on good information, evidences, and weighing up the potential consequences. Now, all these are the theoretical idea, and the someone is the very practical idea. For the very practical idea, the very important is the goal setting and the planning. What are the theory are there? I'm discussing about the so much of the boring type of the theoretical thing, the about which I think that is a communication skill is the very important. Leadership is also the important. Now, the listening the ideas or the exchange from the some of the other person is the very important type of the thing. Then you have to think about the some type of the newer type of the problem that is known as the creative thinking, and of course the problem solving. When you are in the running of your the own idea or the business, the problems which are come, those are the dynamic. So we should analyze the problem and think the problem and recasting them into our the new way. Now, for the very practical purposes, the goal setting is an important. Always set a SMART type of the goal. SMART goals means that it should be the specific type of the goal and it should be the achievable. Don't set the such type of the thing which is not possible. Always set a achievable type of the goal. The planning is the another important thing, and the decision making is of course a very important type of the thing. Now all these are the theoretical ideas and some one are the practical ideas. And now I want to discuss about the top 10 most inspiring young Indian entrepreneurs to look out in the 2021. Just the last year, we may find out the top 10 entrepreneurs to look out in the 2021. I may discuss about the few words about them. The first one is the Ritesh Agarwal. He's the only 27, founder and the CEO of the Oyo Rooms. And the Oyo, all we know, the Oyo Rooms, what began as an activity with just 11 rooms in a Gurgaon hotel in the 2013. Now presently has more than 65,000 rooms across 170 Indian urban areas, traversing more than 5,500 properties. Just believe, starting only from the 11 rooms, Ritesh Agarwal is the only 27 years of the age. Next, I may discuss about the Tilak Mehta. Can you guess his age? Only 16. He is the founder of the Papers and the Parcels. This one, the paper and the parcel, is nothing but basically an app-based courier service in the Mumbai, which is a digital courier company that provides one-day parcel services collaborating with the Mumbai Dabbawalas. He is motivated in building this courier service was to ensure the same-day delivery of the goods to more than thousands of people at the lower cost within the region of the Mumbai. Srilakshmi Suresh. She is only 23, founder of the e-design and the Tiny logo. And she is often regarded as the youngest CEO and youngest web designer in the world. Apart from the e-design, she was also founded Tiny Logo. Her companies provides service in web design to other fields to many popular brands. I may also discuss about the Trishit Arora. Only he is the 27, founder of the TSC Security. It helps in preventing and investing cyber crimes. A. Sahu, only 20 years of the age, founder and the CEO of the Aston Technologies Private Limited. I may also discuss about the DG Tandon. She is only 18, founder and the director of the Scoop Bits Private Limited, a news and the media organization. F. Acidwala. He is again the only 27, founder Rockstar Media and the Cyber Native Digital. He is one of the world's youngest entrepreneur, who is the originator of the web developing media firm called the Rockstar Media and the Cybernetic Digital. Kobita Shukla, again she is the only 30, founder and the CEO of the Fresh Glow company and the inventor of the fresh paper. Then the R.A. Alavedia. He is only 28, established Beer Biceps and the co-founder of the Monkey E. He is most recognized among people for his YouTube inspirational and the motivational videos. Beside this, he is also the co-founder of the Monkey, which offers yoga, fashion, cooking, and the grooming, among other activities. I may also discuss about the Sumit Shah. He is the founder and the CEO of the Dukan app. What is that? It is a DIY platform. DIY means the do-it-yourself platform that allows merchants with no programming experience to set up and the e-commerce business using their smartphone. Now, apart from the 10 youngest entrepreneur in the 2021, there were the so many startup founder or the entrepreneurs. Now, we may also talk about the Ola. Ola, who is the CEO of the Ola? That is the Bhavesh Agarwal. We may not know the name of the founder of the startup, the group, but we also know the name of the company, the Ola Group. Everybody, we are hiring a taxi called the Ola, and the Bhavesh Agarwal is the founder of the Ola. Great. The another important company, Kunal Shah was the founder. Zomato. Everybody, we heard about the Zomato. Now, who is the founder of that? Deepinder Goyal. It is the backbone. He was the backbone of the Zomato. Now the Paytm. Again, the Bijay Shekhar Sharma was the key founder of the Paytm. Deepak Kaltra was the founder of the Make My Trip, the famous travel app. And Hari Menon, he was the CEO of the Big Basket Group. So starting from the Dhirubhai Ambani, G.R.D. Tata, Narayana Murthy. I also discussed about the top 10 entrepreneurs in the last year. They were the very young, and now the other persons like the Bhavesh Agarwal, Kunal Shah, Deepinder Goyal, the founder of the Ola, Crate, Zomato, Paytm, etc. There are the so many companies, so many the startup companies ultimately grew into the big businesses. But this type of the thing is the very encouraging. Some of them founded some of the small company, jumbling there the new ideas and then found the very big type of the business. But a study conducted by the IBM Institute for Business Value founded that 91% of the startup fail within the first 5 years. The most common reason is the lack of the innovation. What is that? Indian startups are also known for replicating global startups rather than creating their own startup models. Now, I want to discuss about the some of the very big startup company as I discussed their names, but what is the business perspective? Just see. Some I want to discuss about the status of some of the startup transform into the large business. First, I start with the Wayo. 2013, the company grew up, but it is simply a loss-making company. Just imagine the figure, the huge loss the company is running with the huge losses, the Wayo. The Ola, everybody, we know about the Ola company. The Ola losses accumulated to about the 17.5 crore revenue, shrinking 63% in the financial year 21. Just imagine the figure. Paytm, it is again a loss-making company. Paytm is a loss-making company, and the last year, the IPO has launched in the stock exchange of the India, but it creates or it sucks the money from the investor. The Paytm IPO has opened as a huge down price. The Zomato, that is another loss-making company. Just see the losses of the 356 crore during the quarter ended June 30, 2021. Flipkart. Everybody, we are habituated to purchasing the same thing from the Flipkart. But the Flipkart, just see the loss. Flipkart Private Limited reported a loss over the 31 billion Indian rupee in the financial year 2020 in the India. Just imagine. Now we are habituated to see the different ads about the Byju's learning app, but Byju also posted the huge loss in the last year. Finally, the Make My Trip. We are excited to book the travel plan or the travel ticket or the hotels from the Make My Trip app. But it's the revenue plummets by the 68% in the financial year 21. So these are the very big type of the companies. Well, all the type of the companies, all the startups. Startups means it has some of the new ideas behind the formation of this type of the companies. But all these are ultimately turned up into the some of the loss-making companies. So are you confused? So how do you convert yourself into an entrepreneur? Actually, nobody can translate you into entrepreneur. People can motivate you. They may inspire you, may give the some wisdom talk like me, but actually nobody can translate you into the entrepreneur. Actually, entrepreneurship is how to develop the skill to get into the market. Are you ready to take persistent? Are you ready to take the risk? These are the very basic criteria for become the successful entrepreneur. Just try to develop the skills and just take the risk to stay in the market. Now think, is entrepreneurship right for you? Before you proceed with your plan to become an entrepreneur, assess your skills against all of these questions and considerations above. First, become a personal SWOT analysis. What is that? To examine your strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats that you may face. This one is a very important type of the thing. Do it yourself and make the personal SWOT analysis before coming to the actual market. Be honest with yourself about your motivations and level of commitment you are prepared to give to your project. As you work through your analysis, you will feel that you are ready to plunge into your exciting new ventures. Alternatively, you may decide to wait and further develop your skills. Becoming an entrepreneur is a very important career decision. So avoid the temptation to act impulsively. Do your homework, reflect on your needs, your objectives, and your financial and personal circumstances. It can take a huge amount of time and dedication. So make sure to stay in the actual market. Now, thanks to everyone. Over to Rupanjana ma'am. Hello? Hello? Hello.
Yes, you are audible, sir. Just
Now, hand it over to Rupanjana madam or Somaditya sir.
Hello. Hello.
yes, you are audible.
Yes. I
Hello.
just furnished a Google form. Hello. Hello. Place the Google Forms. Hello.
Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon to all. Firstly, I thank you to
Yes, Pragati, you can continue. You are audible.
hello. Good afternoon to all faculty member and the student who are joining this workshop. First of all, thank you to IS sir for this beautiful session, and thanks to all the students and faculties for listen. Now all the students are requested to please fill the which is already given in the chat box. And now I would like to invite our respected teacher Rupanjana ma'am to end up the session. Over to you, Rupanjana ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Pragati. Thank you, ISA, for this wonderfully innovative and informative session. Students, as Pragati, your friend, your senior told, please fill up the Google form for certification. Please fill up the feedback form, Google form for certification, because this is mandatory for certification. It will be provided in chat box of both Google Meet link, Google Meet and YouTube. It will be provided in the chat box of both YouTube and Google Meet. And there is another announcement for the students. Students, SIH 2022 Smart India Hackathon 2022 is about to begin. Visit the website and start preparing for your POC. You'll be notified further soon. Start preparing for your POC and take help from the website for Smart India Hackathon 2022. Well, now we have reached the end of this wonderful session. Before we conclude, I like to thank Dr. Indrajit Sadhukar for this wonderfully informative session, I repeat. Thanks to Principal Sir and Mr. Sumanto Chatterjee Sir for always being there and encouraging us. Special thanks to the President of IICTCB, Sumanto Sir, and the organizing committee. And last but not the least, thanks to my beloved students for being there, for present here, and all the faculty members for being here today. Thanks a lot. Thanks to all. And we shall meet soon in another session like this. Thank you. I repeat, students, please fill up the Google form link, the feedback link for certification. It is provided by Pragati, your friend, in the chat box of both YouTube and Google Meet. Thank you.